Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, we think we just might get the Control Chaos here tonight. What a way to kick off the show here tonight, with a little bit of sanity. Look at the smoke elevation rising here tonight as NXT comes to you live from Atlanta, Georgia, as NXT is officially on tour, as we are globing around the world for NXT. But look who we got here, the women's champion, Nikki Cross. The following women's division tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, she is the NXT women's champion, Nikki Cross. Well, here comes Nikki Cross. She is the current NXT Women's Champion. We've seen her capture the Women's Championship from Tiffany Arrow at NXT TakeOver Houston back in November on Survivor Series weekend, when we was so surprised that she actually knocked her off, as Tiffany Arrow was so close of retaining her NXT Women's Championship, but Nikki Cross just came close enough to walk out of NXT Houston as the NXT Women's Champion. But look at her. Just gotta put a straight jacket on this woman here. Look at her. Look. Nikki Cross knows that being the women's champion, or just being a champion, period, in DWC, it puts a huge target on your back. It will put a large target on your back. So you have to watch out, because everyone is gunner for you. So you have to watch out. And here comes her tag team partner, when the lights goes out and the moon rises. As we can see, future NXT Women's Champion, the Moon. There she is. And her tag team partner from Dallas, Texas, Ember. Moon. Well, here she comes. Ember Moon is set for tag team action with her tag team partner, Nikki Cross. This is a weird alliance here, but they got a huge tag team to go up against. One of the biggest women's division tag teams here at NXT, the iconic duo, Peyton Royce and Billie. So much going on as coming up, as we just heard announced from DWC's commissioner of both Raw and SmackDown, Mr. Devante, which announced this past week on Monday Night Raw, they're going to be the first ever all-women's elimination chamber for the Raw Women's Championship, and it will be Mickie James' first title defense, as she will defend her first time for the Women's Championship inside a elimination chamber match. Whew, that's going to be a huge challenge, because the 50% chance you're walking out. And the opponents first, from Sydney, Australia, Billie Kay. Well, here comes Billie Kay, one half of the iconic duo. We usually see these two come out here together, but I guess tonight they wanted to show a little piece of those self, I guess separately here tonight. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce both reside from Sydney, and he bring a really good asset here to the women's division here on NXT, as they're just so talented, and they run straight through these women here on NXT. And one day we want to see them, someday maybe on Raw or SmackDown. They would love to join the ladies over there on Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night SmackDown Live. And now she's awaiting her tag team partner, and here she comes. And her tag team partner, also from Sydney, Peyton Royce. Well, here comes Peyton. Peyton Royce stated here tonight, she told us earlier that she will be the next NXT Women's Champion, even if she had to go through her own best friend and tag team partner, Billie Kay. And those are some strong words, because we said that. We was like, that's it right there. That's what we're talking about when it comes to friendships and titles, because you can't really rely on friendships here in DWC, because it does not work out the way you want to when championships comes involved, because they will stab you in the back in a minute, because it's not much of stabbing in the back, it's just all about competition. You know, not everyone is here to make friends. People are here to win championships. So when those titles come involved, you know, everyone have to be on top of their heels. 6 women will compete inside Elimination Chamber. I know these women here on NXT will be looking forward to seeing that match. Referee sounds the bell as this match get underway, kicking off NXT here tonight. As we got the irresistible force Nia Jax, the goddess Alexa Bliss, the huggable one Billie, the boss Sasha Banks, and the Empress of Tomorrow Asuka, and the Raw Women's Champion Nikki James. All will compete inside the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber match. As guys, we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. Yes, WrestleMania. It started at the Royal Rumble, and now we got one more event to go. It's Fastlane next month on March the 11th. That would be the SmackDown brand, as Elimination Chamber is exclusively brand to Monday Night Raw, which we will have another Elimination Chamber match. Will be the men's Elimination Chamber match featuring Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, John Cena, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Samoa Joe. It will be 6 men competing inside that men's Elimination Chamber match, but it's 2 different stipulations to the match, because for the women it will be for the Raw Women's Championship, which Mickie James will defend inside of it, but in the men's it will be a #1 contenders match, and the winner of that match will go on to be added inside. They will be added to the championship match. But ladies and gentlemen, we about to take a quick break right here. We'll be back live. And NXT is back live here, as we got the action spilling outside the ring with Billie Kay and Ember Moon outside the ring, but she just thrown her right back in as the action continues sparkling. This crowd here tonight here in Atlanta, Georgia, has just been standing on their feet since this match has started here tonight. Our main event here to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we will have Johnny Gargano. He will be in action here tonight, as you don't want to miss it. We also will see the debut of Lio Rush. Lio Rush will be debuting tonight, and he will have a huge opponent for his debut. As he said, he wants a competition for his debut, so that's what we're going to give him. And we would like to see who that person is. But Ember Moon is going to the top, and what is she looking for? Ember Moon looking like she's looking for the Eclipse. And she does it. Ember Moon with the Eclipse on Billie Kay, but barely. But now here comes the women's champion, Nikki Cross. Is in the ring right now. And Nikki Cross going to the top. And what is she looking to do here? This is one sick, deranged woman. And Nikki Cross with a jumping bomb drop kick from the top rope. But now Nikki is putting Billie Kay but Billie Kay off with the reversal with a jawbreaker to the women's champion. Ooh. And Billie Kay with a boot right to the face. And she is with a cover here. 1, 2. And that was a near fall right there from Billie Kay. But now here comes Peyton Royce. Royce is in the ring right now. Royce right there with a drop leg kick to the throat of Cross. And another one right there, trying to work on the neck of the champion. But what is Peyton looking for? And Peyton Royce with a suplex dropping Nikki Cross right on her neck. In a belly to belly to Nikki Cross. Oh, in the cover here. 1, 2. In a near fall. Cross kicks out of that wisely right there. And now once again she's working on the neck of Cross. But Nikki reversed right out of that. And Nikki Cross. Ooh. And Peyton Royce with a knee right to the head. Ooh. In a suplex. Taking down Cross. Will that be enough to put down the women's champion? 1, 2, 3. Nikki Cross just, oh my lord, Peyton Royce just pinned the women's champion. Peyton Royce really living up to what she says she's going to do. She wants to be NXT women's champion, but I see an opportunity in her future as she just pinned the women's champion straight up. As these are the highlights of this match. As you can take a look at belly to belly from Peyton Royce to Nikki Cross right there, taking her down. That's what we thought the match was put away, but it was not enough to end it. And this was where she went for the cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out right there. But this right here is what put the match away for them. Here is your winners, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, the iconic duo, still making memories and making history here on NXT.